I need a plan. I need a financial advisor because I am not one, and nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. Hey guys, it's Jen, and we are back with another episode of the trading vlog, and it has been crazy. So I actually didn't trade all that much because I was on a mother and daughter trip over the last week. This is my mom. Mom, say hi. We are on our way to Hawaii.
Living on the edge.
Almost missed our flight.
Oh my god.
I occasionally checked my portfolio, but literally didn't really touch anything until I just got back a few days ago. And the craziest thing is the trading portfolio is sitting in between that 35K and 40K range. And the mental blocks are coming. I feel them coming. I'm catching myself as I'm doing stuff being there it is. It's happening. So I need a plan. Looking at where the portfolio was a week ago to where it is now, the biggest win was actually this project that I punted some soul into 2 weeks ago called Tank. Okay, one more play tonight and then I need to sleep. I'm so fucking tired. It is called Tank. It's actually pretty cool. It's it's all these AI agents live streaming. One's on Pinterest, another one is on Twitter. It's kind of crazy. So I think this is infrastructure play. I know that in my episode 1 of the trading vlog, I was one of my biggest problems is sometimes I size really aggressively. I actually had to bridge over from base to just get a little bit more soul to put in. But I think this is a bag I'm just gonna sleep soundly on. I'll probably be up in about 7 hours. So we'll see, we'll pray, we'll hold. I at least am not buying a top. I'm kind of buying a dip. So this is where I'm at. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, good night. And Tank at the time, I just saw the project and it was 4 AI agents live streaming computer use. And I was oh, that's interesting. That's different than what I've seen before. So I put some soul in, went on the trip, again, didn't touch anything. And that actually paid off quite a bit because in the last couple of days, Tank has basically come out as an infrastructure play. They are out here basically being we want to create the framework that lets all AI agents live stream their computer use. And then he went on one of Shaw from AI16Z's spaces. And basically, Shaw was this is dope, let's collaborate. And then Tank just started taking off. I did secure my initials plus a little bit of profit, but I've kind of just been sitting in that bag, and that's been a massive win for me. But now I'm looking at my portfolio, realizing that a lot of this is unrealized gains, which is okay. You slowly take profit as things go up. But what I'm finding myself struggling with is now the new tokens that I am choosing to put some money into or choosing to gamble on. So going into this week and into the end of the year, I'm really trying to take things steady instead of wanting to ape every new token I see. And that has basically forced me to remind myself of a few things. First is you don't need to hit everything. You just need 1 to 2 good trades a day or every couple of days. You do not need to hit everything. So that has been reminder 1, right? And the second thing I'm trying to remind myself of, which is actually some perspective and advice I got from my friend Scruff, who is one of the best traders I personally know, about a month ago, is basically reframing
the idea of trading to not be about, oh, how do I hit 100x, but rather, how do I make a winning trade consistently over and over again? He basically made me realize that when it comes to trading, it's not about like, oh, I made 2 or 3 good trades, but it's more about I am consistently making the right bets. Therefore, the aggregate value of all the bets that I have made is positive EV. And that like clicked for me, and it's been something that's been sitting kind of in the back of my mind, but as I'm feeling these mental blocks, I'm just reminding myself that over and over again. And I mentioned this last week, I wanted more structure so that way I can set myself up to do the best that I can to consistently make a winning bet over and over again. Since I started these wallets, my win rate on Sol is about 28% and my win rate on Base is about 26%. I'd really like to get the win rate number closer to 40 to 45% by end of year. So in order to do that, like I said, I started jotting down all of my trades, which has been a really interesting exercise. Ultimately, the goal for me every time I go into a trade is to get my initials out, at least 2x profit, and if it's a trade I have good conviction in or like a good thesis around, leave a moon bag. So now going into every trade in this handy dandy notebook, I am capturing the ticker, what time I'm making the trade at, the market cap, and my why. And then I have this gamble scale that I'm also jotting down where it's 1 to 10. 1 is low risk, 10 is very high risk. So that way I can start to track where I was mentally when I was in the trade and where was my risk appetite at. Basically, I'm just trying to be really intentional with the buttons that I'm pushing, and I'm hoping that this can kind of become the new habit and standard for me. So I'll keep you guys posted. I know the holidays are right around the corner, and I'll do my best to like update as much as I can on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And I'll also try to like keep putting out the videos on a weekly cadence. We'll see where it goes. You guys might see some like very unedited videos from me on my end. So that's where I'm at. We're almost to the goal. We have a little less than half of the month to go before end of year, and it's looking really good. And until the next one, bearish or bullish, guys, keep smashing the buttons, keep making those winning trades, and let's see what we can do before end of year.